these beautiful tomatoes right here. These were grown hydroponically. Half of them were grown fully indoors, and the other half were transplanted outside in the soil. The final harvest we used to can some peach salsa, make some fresh pico de gallo, and certainly had the leftovers to make some fresh guacamole. But before we got here, we went through a bit of a journey. Over the next few minutes, we're going to show you the last 100 days of this journey, which starts off with me giving up, but then finding myself being blown away at the resilience of these plants. So through the first 160 days, we had 4 plants here growing inside of this one side of the hydroponic garden. This is inside of an AeroGarden Farm here, which unfortunately it sounds like AeroGarden is going out of business, which is certainly some sad news. But we did have 3 cherry tomato heirloom plants in here, along with these golden cherry tomatoes you can see. And you can see some good growth. There's the golden tomatoes right there. Now at this point, it was the golden cherry tomatoes that were doing the best and yielding the most, and the cherry tomatoes were just kind of being a little bit more stubborn, so to speak. So the yield on those was a lot slower, and at this point I was starting to think 4 plants on one side is probably too much. So I gave it another 2 weeks, and on day 176 is where I lost my patience. This was the day I decided I'm going to do a full reboot, and I'm going to just yank these out of here and start fresh. I had no intentions of continuing these tomato plants, and as we rewind here really quick, you can see I was not being very gentle, but then it dawned on me, I should have been more careful and tried to transplant these. So I tried to transplant them with very little roots. This one went into the garden, and it was dead in a few days. This one here we planted into a pot, and again this thing has very few roots. But still I wanted to see how this would grow with barely any roots in there. I figured it was going to be dead in a few days. But, as I'm sure you've guessed, I had a lot of surprises that came my way. So I did end up discarding that golden cherry tomato plant because it was pretty much dead within the system, and tried to transplant the other 2 cherry tomato plants. And because I did that, I figured I'd see how that 3rd cherry tomato plant would do now that it had some space to grow. And there it is. And you can see it was immediately starting to grow a lot quicker, and those cherry tomatoes were ripening, and it was quite impressive just after 3 days. And down below, we've got our clipping that we had from this cherry tomato plant. You can see that right in the front. That's that small guy right there. We clipped this off from that cherry tomato plant in the back, and this thing grew some roots, so I figured I would transplant this into that pot outside because I knew that other cherry tomato plant was dying soon. Now this is just using Miracle Grow potting soil, and just dug a small little hole there for our small little clipping and just stuck that right into there. I took it out of the growing pod and just left it within the sponge and closed it up with the potting soil from Miracle Grow. So after I closed this back up, I figured this little guy was going to have this big pot all for itself within a few days, as I had some very strong hopes for this little guy. This clipping has grown some nice strong roots, and I think this is going to grow just wonderfully here. But as we're going to pan up to the guy in the background, we can see how bad that is doing. Yeah, some of the tomatoes are ripening, but yeah, that's looking pretty ugly, isn't it? So for each of the days that thing has been in the pot, I've been slowly trimming off some of the nasty branches that have been clearly dying off, but again just doing it very gradually so I don't shock it too much more than it's already been shocked. So a few more days later here, back inside, this plant here has got a new lease on life because this thing has been growing very nicely. The tomatoes that were on there were certainly ripening a lot quicker, and certainly lots of flower buds starting to pop up, accompanied by lots of growth within the branches themselves, just like you see there. We'll pan up to this branch right here. This is actually one I would consider using as a clipping and trying to grow another plant from. But you can see a lot of these flowers that are starting to blossom. And this is where I do try to do the pollination by shaking the plant just a little bit, just to stir those up. And you can see some of the small harvest I was getting only 6 days after giving it a lot more breathing room. Alright, let's check outside on the same day. See how this guy is doing in the pot. You can see I've still been doing a lot more pruning on this one, slowly cutting off some branches that were dying off, trying to entice this thing to start growing. So far I'm not really seeing a whole lot of success with that, but it seems like the dying has at least slowed down. Wait, what do we have here? Look at that. Little signs of growth that I didn't see at first, but as I got in closer, I started to see some signs of life, and I was pretty surprised to see that. Look, you can see I clipped it right there, and it's growing right out of where I pruned it. Alright, let's pan up from this guy and look at that. I was so surprised to see that much solid growth, but yeah, I knew at this point we're still far from being out of the woods here. Lots of recovery to do. Let's see how it goes. Oh, and let's not forget about our clipping here. Wow, look at that growth right there. That is some beautiful new growth going straight up on that one. So we're going to jump ahead here another 3 days to 185. You can see I pruned that small clipping just to the new growth there. The original branch I did cut off. Now let's pan up and see how the big boy is doing. And I am just blown away here, folks. I mean, like, seriously, I never expected this quick of a recovery. So much amazing new growth on this one. I just was not expecting this whatsoever. I fully expected this pot to be for the clipping only, but now this thing looks like it's gonna recover, and I am just stunned. Just everywhere I look on this plant, there is just new growth everywhere. Every single one of these remaining branches are sprouting new branches. And keep in mind here, just 9 days ago, this thing was yanked violently from the AeroGarden hydroponic system with no intention of being replanted, and the roots were barely even existing. And now look at this thing. Let's take another step forward, another 7 days later. And the plant inside is really filling out very nicely, and it is enjoying all that extra space to grow. So again, this plant was planted by seed 192 days ago in this AeroGarden Farm, and it is still producing some very nice growth. And now that it's got so much more room, it is really flourishing. So many of these flowers are blooming here, and again, with this being indoors, when those flowers are in bloom, you want to give them a little bit of a shake. I'm probably being a little bit more rough here than I normally would because I'm holding a camera. We're going to head outside and look on the same day here to see how things are going outside. And first we're looking here at the tomato clipping. This thing is certainly growing very strongly, but it's still going to be looking like it's going to be growing short and kind of more sideways. So that's going to be interesting to watch how this grows. Now let's see how the week has been for this guy. And wow, you can barely even recognize this plant. It looks like an entirely different plant. So much recovery. I'm fully convinced now that this thing is going to be fully growing and yielding some nice tomatoes at this point. I don't see any signs of weakness in this anymore. It is really looking so incredibly strong. And even the little baby tomatoes that were on it when I transplanted it, look at these things. They're ripening up beautifully, have grown nicely. I think it's going to be time to harvest here. Let's grab some of these tomatoes. And this is not going to be very graceful harvesting because I'm looking through the camera with one hand holding the camera and just trying to grab these with one hand. Certainly not the best idea and certainly not the best way to harvest these, but hey, I'm trying to get the shots. Look at those beautiful guys. Never thought it was going to happen. We're going to jump ahead another 10 days here just to see all these flowers here on day 202. This is obviously indoors. We've just got flowers everywhere. Lots of pollination taking place, and even some flowers growing above the light. And let's pan over to the right side of this plant here and just look at all that yellow. And we're going to move ahead here to outside and see how things are going out there. Yeah, this thing is certainly fully recovered. We've got a few more tomatoes ripening here. But more importantly, this is what I was hoping to see, some flower buds. There's not many yet, but you can see that they're starting to pop up in a few different spots. And down below, even the clipping is getting into some action here with some flowers taking place. Nice job, little guy. And here's a quick check-in just 2 days later, and look at all these flowers blooming already. They are everywhere on this plant, Pretty cool. But the good times here are not gonna last. This is just about the time we had a bunch of storms roll through, which ended up knocking over our tomato pot several times. But hey, I was at least enjoying grabbing some slow motion shots of lightning. And if you like storms like I do, you can check that out right on our channel here. Let's get back to the tomatoes. So here's the plant again after 2 weeks of, well, a bit of neglect. Because we were doing a deck project here and replacing our deck boards with composite boards, we ended up moving the plant behind the garage, and then the storms came, knocked the plant over a few times, spilling out the soil, and certainly not getting watered as much because, well, our focus had shifted to the deck. And as you can see here, this is looking pretty wilty and certainly quite neglected. So we need to bounce this back again. And we're going to fast forward here about another 10 days. And Pete here, well, he's going to show you how the plant has fully recovered once again after we finally got it back in its normal place and got back into our normal routine of watering it every 2 or 3 days. And here's a quick peek down below at the clipping. Since this one is so low and growing, it's getting shielded from the sunlight quite a bit. So it's trying to grow in the shadows, but not doing as hot. And let's fast forward another 2 weeks or so and just take a look at what's going on inside. This plant has been continuing to have small harvests continually, still remaining quite strong, and look at the tomatoes here. Another daily harvest. So let's combine that with the harvest from outside. Looking good. And we've got a tomato here from the garden. There we go. Alright, we're going to fast forward 1 more week for one last check-in on this plant outside and the clipping. And you can see this thing is just so bountiful. Tons of tomatoes on there. We were getting so many tomatoes we couldn't actually keep up with consuming them. So then we moved into thinking it's time to make some nice canned peach salsa. And oh my goodness, that is oh so good. We also used it in some fresh pico de gallo and certainly our homemade guacamole. You can see how we make that canned peach salsa right here. And there's a couple other options for you on the right side of the screen. Until next time, God bless.